Hello and welcome back to Let's Tries. Let's Try? I don't even, apparently I don't know the name of my own series. We've been banging these out lately and I'm enjoying it, so I'm gonna keep going. This is obviously a demo for Jupiter Moon's Mecha. This game is also pretty early, so things are subject to change, but I liked what I saw already, so I figured I'd cover this. I do at some point want to do some more deck building stuff for the channel, but for now we'll cover this game just to kind of shuffle it under the carpet of we don't know much about the game and we'd like to see more, kind of, I guess. Let's try the game first and get to customization later. Yes, I like that. So from what I can tell, this game kind of looks like, if you're familiar with deck building games like Slay the Spire or Monster Train, mixed with a little bit of FTL from what I could see, but I may be completely off on that. Let's see if I'm right. To play cards on enemies, drag them over an enemy avatar. To play cards on yourself, drag them over the screen or your mech status panel. The panel will glow if a viable card can be played. Okay. So we're in a mech right now, and we're gonna see some cool mech effects as soon as I decide who I want to attack. There's some cool mech effects. They definitely add to the fun factor of the game of, it's just like let's smash some robots and do some cool deck building stuff. But how many? Okay, where do I see how many actions I have? That's always the thing. These games always have like a certain number of actions you can have per turn. Card piles, card piles, card piles. Remove heat. That removes heat. So we build up heat as we use cards. This generates heat. And then how do I know how much energy I have? Well, I'm out of energy, so undoubtedly there's going to be a zero somewhere. Zero contracts. Force field? Nope, that's not it. Stability, recovery. I don't know. Can I use this now? Nope. Okay, we'll figure it out. A lot of deck building games kind of work the same. Oh, I think this is it. Action points. There you go. A lot of deck building games work the same, and I guess in that way, they are kind of burning themselves out a little bit for people because there have been a lot of them in the last 5 or 6 or 7 years. Basically, since I'd say Dominion became very popular in the board gaming scene, and then Slay the Spire in the gaming scene, deck builders have become like all of the rage for a while now, and I would say they are kind of burning themselves out, but I say that as someone who really enjoys deck building games. So I'm okay so long as they bring something new to the table. We're gonna see what this one brings new to the table. So far, it's a pretty much aesthetic, but it's really too early for me to say. But I'm still excited to see some more stuff. So I've destroyed one of our things. They seem to have some kind of armor rating. Hold on a second. My mouse is drifting. Why is it drifting? That's so weird. Bizarre. I don't know if that's the game or my mouse. Look at that. That's weird. Okay. They seem to have armor. I think they generate armor per turn. We have tactics. Add assault. 2 turns. Generate 10 heat. When heat is at 75% capacity, it will cause overheating. Deals 50% more damage with attacks. Takes 20% more damage from attacks. Okay, so if we throw this down, we'll deal some more damage, but we'll also take some more damage. We'll also generate some heat, but that's okay. Let's do some damage. This is going to deal more damage. This is simply a laser too. We dealt a nice chunk of damage there, and we'll remove some of our heat. And we can see our armor, we can see our health. This guy played a thing, I don't know what it just played, but it doesn't matter because we're probably going to destroy it here. Although, no, not really, because we didn't really draw many or any attacks. We are generating more heat. I think we're okay, though. This is our current heat, 23. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing a maybe chunkier interface so that some of these, relevant information is more available. There's that robot destroyed, so we're good. I do like the aesthetic of this game. Oh, we got loot mechanics, surprise mechanics. We get some stuff, some currencies, which we can undoubtedly choose. We get a new gun. So cards take the role of guns. So I guess you can equip your mech with different weapons, and then the weapons take the form of cards in your deck. I like that. I think that's actually pretty cool. And then we have basic things that we can equip like armor, which will give us passive effects, which is kind of nice. This is more heat sink. That's a better heat sink than what we currently have. This is, I think, just a weapon. This deals 20 damage. Deal 15 damage, armor piercing, self-generate heat. So that generates some heat when we use it. This seems pretty straightforward. I don't know what that accuracy is. I hope there is not accuracy. That's, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna take the weapon. I'm very boring in that way. And I guess I already took a weapon, so I'll take something else. I'll take the armor. Drag items from inventory to your mech. Items can only be placed on specific body parts. Weapons on arms. Heat sinks on torso, head, legs. Software on head. Armor everywhere. Okay. So, okay, we've got armor, so I can put the armor anywhere. I think there's no limitation to what kind of armor we can put on stuff. I don't think there's going to be a difference to where I place things like weapons. It doesn't really make much sense to me since the cards are just going to end up in your deck anyway, right? Seems right to me. I do wonder, these stats on our arms do change, so I do wonder if there's a difference there. Then we have refit cost. Removing or adding items to mech costs a currency. When refit was started, you must either confirm by spending the currency or cancel it. Okay, so you can, I guess maybe it benefits you to hold on to stuff occasionally so that you can do it all at once. But I have a funny feeling that this price scales depending on how much stuff you're putting on. It might be that this is kind of a limiter to ensure that you, if you get lucky and get the really good weapon, that you can't just equip it right away. So combat 2, let's see how it goes. This thing deals more damage. I think this is our new weapon, which we'll go ahead and use. These guys are a little bit chunkier. I have disabled something. I think it's probably better to focus on one unit at a time. So we took some damage there. We're going to want to generate some armor and then probably hit them with a big attack. It looks like their armor is like almost always available. Let's do laser 2. So they have 23 health and 55 armor. So how much damage am I gonna do here? 35. I'm not sure what I hit though is the thing. Am I gonna do 20 damage here? I destroyed them. Okay. So I'm not really sure how armor works just yet, but that's okay. Let me see. Maybe I can tell on my one. Each body part has individual armor value that protects body part health. Damage is first subtracted from armor. Some cards and effects can bypass armor. Mech starts each battle with armor at 50% health. That can be repaired up to maximum damage. Okay. So we are taking some damage because I've brought my heat up too high, and unfortunately I have no way to vent it. So we're probably going to take a little bit of damage, and then we can... Oh, we can't use this heat sink? Why not? Disabled. Because the body part to where this card is attached was disabled. Oh, interesting. Okay, so depending on where and how we take some damage, things are going to be a problem. Like I can't... If I use this, it may actually cause me more damage than it than I solve. Take damage is equal up to 50% of heat generated by the action. It bypasses armor. So if I generate more heat, it doesn't deal damage to me necessarily, although we did just shut down everything. I'm not making good moves here because honestly I want to see how things work. So if you increase your heat too much, you will power yourself down. I'm not sure what that means, but it looks to me like if you generate too much heat, then you're going to take more damage. I would really like to draw some more heat dispersing cards, which I don't seem to be able to. So I'm just going to pass my turn for now. Still no heat cards. I guess I already drew a heat card, and then I ended up having to throw it away because yeah, that part is broken. Is there any way to repair that part? Disabled. It doesn't look like there's any way to destroy that. We are dispersing heat at a kind of passive rate, so I will throw out a card every once in a while. But we have every chance to lose this run. It almost seems worth just like going all in and attacking them. For one thing, we seem to have the ability to disable them as well. We did just disable our right arm, so that means that cards drawn that use that piece are now disabled. I've disabled everything. Hopefully I've disabled them a little bit too. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, these are now available. Can I maybe destroy him? Oof, not quite. And now we've disabled our left arm as well. Or right arm. So this is really bad, and it looks like we actually lose. Game over. Thank you for playing. All right, let's try again. This seems like a pretty cool game, to be honest. I like it. We can look at our deck size. We can look at maybe what kind of... Oh, we can customize a little bit. So this guy uses a sword set. Not available. All right. Not available. Is this available? Not really. So I think those are going to be ready for launch. This has also got stuff that is not available. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No, it does. Secondary things that are not available. So I see. Each mech has a secondary set. So you can like choose a different mech and then customize them with different sets. Except this guy right now is straight up just not finished. Game is early. Game's not necessarily ready. This guy is not ready either. So you are kind of stuck with this guy. There isn't much in the way of customization. Early game and is also demo. I gotta throw that out there. This is really just to give you an idea of what kind of gameplay you can expect. So we'll do some assault. We'll do some lasers. We've already disabled our whatever part uses the lasers. So that's oh no, never mind. We just ran out of action points. So he just generated some armor. I feel like you really need to make sure that you don't generate 2 heat. Make sure you have heat cards in your hand, like while you're shooting lasers and stuff. Also make sure that you use your cards effectively so that you like drain or disperse exactly as much heat as you generated. Otherwise the card is useless, right? I think this is a pretty good way of doing things. Let's try getting ourselves a software pack this time. Heat sink? Yeah, let's get a heat sink. I'll get a heat sink before I get more weapons. I don't know why my mouse is drifting. I'm pretty sure it's not my mouse, so I don't know what's up there, but that's okay. We'll refit. It's not ruining the experience for me so far, and I am just trying to get an idea of how this game plays. So restore to AP. This doesn't generate any heat, which is nice. So remove heat. Pre-ignited. Remove heat. So we can just like throw some stuff out. We can remove all of our heat. So I may as well do that. I don't have to use this. It would be like a complete waste. I do wonder if they're going to do the whole, like, some cards like burn themselves off when you use them. That's like a very common deck building mechanic. So that guy is destroyed. I'll do armor for the next part. And I guess I have one action left, so I'll go ahead and use it. We have generated a little bit of heat, but that's okay. It's okay to do a little bit. There we go. We removed it. I guess I should have used this first. See, that's me playing ineffectively there, or unoptimally. Seems we have more action points. I don't know if I installed something that gave me just more passive action points, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, we're generating a bit of heat. So I'm going to have to lay off a little bit to ensure that I don't build up dangerous levels of heat. Then we can get rid of it. That guy's destroyed. That's good. I'll just do armor, and I guess I'll do assault. Generates a bit of heat, but that's okay. Heat management is definitely a huge part of this game, I can tell. I did turn down screen shake a little bit. There was an option, and I figured full blast on the screen shake was not going to be great, and I think I was right in that decision. A little bit of subtle screen shake is fine by me, but too much, and it gets to be too much. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? So this repairs, add health, generate 12 heat, draw 4 or generate 5 heat. Interesting. That coupled with our action point bonus would be good. I definitely tend to go with decks that draw more cards and then are able to play more cards. That's just my preference for playstyle. This adds health, removes adds health and armor, removes 40. Wow, this just seems like an amazing card. This gives us a ton of health and armor. But this is also, legendary. This is a legendary part right there. So yeah, gotta go with the legendary part. Can we put this on our leg? We can put this on our leg. Put this in our head. I do enjoy this element. It's pretty straightforward for the most part. I guess my issue, I wouldn't say issue, but like one of the reasons I haven't gotten into many mech games is because they tend to go really hard on very specific stats, by which I mean like, small hard point, large hard point, heat, energy generation, all of this stuff. And it's kind of a lot. It's like deliberately kind of opaque. I like it as an aesthetic, but for the most part, it kind of turns me away with some of its nomenclature and like, layers. But this is pretty good. It's gone with the aesthetic and some of the nomenclature and some of the specific kind of like, I don't know, what would you call it? Ideas, concepts of mechs. But it hasn't gone too hard that the game feels inaccessible. I also do like this art style. I think it's nice. It's simple-ish, but they've gone to some effort to make it look good, and obviously the effects are fun. So we might actually want to do an AP restore here. So I'll go ahead and use some lasers. No, actually, we won't want to do a restore. Okay, we can generate, I think it's safe to generate up to 30-ish heat in a round because we have the ability to remove at least 20 per turn if I'm lucky. Let's do that, and then I'm gonna draw 4. I was hoping for better cards, but that's fine. We have no heat right now. I just want to destroy this guy. He's got 33 health. Unfortunately, it's going to take both my cards to destroy him. It's okay. We'll generate a bit of armor. Looks like our right leg doesn't have very much armor. So I guess armor is not dispersed equally. It's actually very unequal. So depending on where I guess it's random where you get hit when you get hit. It would be nice if when I acquire armor, I could kind of choose where it goes, but it seems to just kind of go wherever it decides to, and it goes onto one part. So that's an interesting decision, and I wonder if later we'll be able to have a bit more control over where our armor goes. But for now, this isn't bad. I guess I should have focused this guy. I kind of want to focus the extras for now, because they're going to be doing some extra passive damage. We just lost our arm. That's not good. Single use. So single use, meaning it's gone when I use it. I kind of wish it had a description underneath single use to kind of clarify that it is gone when you use it. But it did repair our arm, which is nice. We can go kind of hog wild this turn since I have a remove 30 heat. I guess I didn't see what pre-ignited means. I should check to see what that means. This will kill that guy, but so will just a normal laser one. So I want to do that and reserve these lasers for our main, our head honcho here. All right, so we're good for, well, we're not good for armor. See, the funny thing is even if you are pretty good for armor, you might still want to use armor cards because your specific parts may be close to their limit. Interesting idea there. I kind of like it. Definitely adds an extra element of something you gotta kind of keep track of. So we've repaired them now. I noticed the repair kind of split between them. Add 25 armor. We should be good. I guess our left leg is a little bit damaged. I guess we can afford to pretty much use everything here, so why not? Didn't give us armor on our left leg there. That was unfortunate. Oh, and we can't use our armor, or our laser, I mean. So he generated some armor. That's kind of a blow. We'll do an assault. I think I already have an assault. I wonder if assaults stack. I guess it does stack turns maybe, but not effects. Which I think is a reasonable way of doing things. We're going to continue to just trade blows here. I think we have enough survivability that we can certainly maintain. We can definitely maintain the level of damage that he's doling out on us. So what is... Oh, this is software. Oh, what does pre-ignited mean? Draw this card on first turn. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So we can draw 4. If we get our add 2... Yeah, restore 2 AP, then that's actually really good. This is dealing 37 damage now. Is their heat really bad? We can look at their stats, which is an interesting thing. But I don't know what their heat is at. So I'm not sure why this is doing so much damage now, considering it was just a very simple card moments ago. So let's do an assault. Oh, it might be because of our assault. That makes sense. I just used up our AP with that. That was really dumb. That's my bad. So now I don't get to use my attack. So we'll use our laser 2 now. We can dole out some heavy damage. I noticed they took some health damage there, so I am kind of a little bit confused as to how damage is kind of dispersed. I wonder if it's like random, but like I'm not sure if like, armor takes damage first, but also you can still take health damage. So this is a good setup. I like this setup because then we can do that. We can use an attack. We'll use another attack. We'll gain 2 AP. We'll remove some heat. We'll gain some heat. We'll generate some armor. We're full on armor. No point in doing any more. Doesn't matter. We're out of AP. We should be able to win this time. Laser. Remove heat. Generate some armor. Repair ourselves a bit. Laser. I can do, we'll do an assault. We'll remove our heat. Our legs are pretty badly damaged right now, and I think there is some pretty good stuff on our legs, so not sure how that works. I also wonder if there's like a hand size limit. Ah, yes, this was on our leg. Can we repair that? It doesn't look like it. It looks like that is the thing that repairs, so we're kind of stuck. It's okay. We're dealing out some decent damage. Let's do some armor. Oh, I should have used this first. I forgot that uses an action point. That's me playing unoptimally again. It's okay. I think we're totally fine here. So we have a good setup again here. So you definitely now I'm gonna use this first so that I don't forget I have it, and then I'm gonna hit them with the laser. They're dead. I don't have to worry. So that was good. We might get some really decent rewards. Burst laser. Target all. Deal 25 damage. That sounds good. This is an epic armor. That sounds like I should probably take that. Ooh, this restores 4 AP, but for the cost of 2. I'll take the armor. That just seems like the correct choice. Ooh, we have an epic range heavy laser. Yeah, I think I'll take that. So this definitely, gives you that good feeling of, the surprise mechanics are good, but the fun of deck building games is definitely trying to discover synergies, and maybe discovering good cards. Although I don't know, I think that the introduction of like artificial scarcity for some cards has been a recent addition to the deck building genre. I don't think necessarily a bad one, but it's one of the things you can only do in a digital version of a deck building game versus a board game. I guess maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I guess most board games have different numbers of like certain cards. So like, there'll only be 4 available versus one that has like 10 because they're very powerful cards. So maybe I'm just off on that, but definitely the introduction of like how you make choices in deck building games is different than the board games. All right, let's go ahead and put this on one of our arm. I do like this kind of like Resident Evil style inventory system. I think it works. It just works. Okay, let's throw some armor on our leg since we were having trouble with it. New contract. Oh, I see. That's what form these are taking. You're doing like bounty hunting missions, I guess. Okay, this is a good starting hand, especially when we have enough armor or AP to play everything. I guess I'll take out this guy first. I don't even need to play this, so I won't. We seem to come with damage on our mech. I'm wondering how that works. Did we keep damage from the last mission we did? So this deals 35, self-draw 2, generate 10 heat. And then we can, okay, so this is, things are getting kind of interesting now. This will generate heat, but it deals more damage. It deals damage twice, I guess. So we have 25, we may as well remove some heat. Kind of want to get some armor back. We'll leave the assault for now. So I guess you maintain damage over, several battles. That's why you want to have cards that can heal you. You want to disperse your cards a little bit more evenly. So if you have your one healing card on one part, then when that part gets disengaged, it's a real blow. This is gonna work. We're getting a lot of heat here, but that's okay. As long as we don't lose any of our parts, we should be good. I need that one part, or that one card that gives me health back. And it seems like I have not gotten it. But at least if I can remove heat, then I should be good, which we can. This generates 15 heat for 40 damage, or 2 times 20. I guess the difference there is that you need to reach a certain threshold of damage in order to penetrate through their armor, is what I'm guessing. And I guess that's their total armor, right? So like that doesn't take into consideration that they only have 10 armor on their right arm. So if I do hit their right arm, I will actually penetrate their health. So I guess that's how damage distribution works in this game. And yeah, they took some health damage there. So I don't know. Right arm hit, I guess that's what that means. So I did hit their right arm there. I am starting to kind of parse how this game works. I'm sure there was a better tutorial, and when I clicked on close tutorial, it meant close the whole tutorial. I don't know, that's my bad. Oof, our leg is gone. And just when we got the card that heals, that's a bummer. All right, let's see if we can't take this guy out. We can remove the heat, gain some armor. We just have this one dude left. They shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, this is a great hand. I like this hand. We'll do 1 damage, and then we'll restore some AP. And I'm just going to hit them with everything. We'll generate a little bit of heat, but that's fine. They seem to be stuck themselves. Great hands going on right here. So this rapid laser seems to cost 0 to use, which is nice. Laser, remove the heat, draw some cards, restore our AP, laser, we should be able to kill them. Yep. So that's good. I definitely, I want to see maybe at a certain point, like we have the option of healing ourselves, because it's gonna get to a point where I can no longer afford to do any combat. Single use, draw 5, generate 20 heat. I don't know about that. Target, remove 30 armor, self add 30 armor, generate 10 heat. That sounds pretty good. This is burst laser, rare. Kind of want to do this. Let's do this. We need more heat dispensing. We don't need another laser. Software, restore 4 AP, restore 2 AP, generate 25 heat. No. We'll take another armor. There we go. Maybe I need to do something about my leg situation. My leg is still broken, so maybe I want to put it on my torso and then just kind of like leave my leg for dead. I guess that's part of what this is. Like, you want to, oh, we can spend some of this currency to gain some health. Oh, very nice. So I guess you want to be a bit more clever about how you arrange your parts depending on where they go. You know, if I lost my torso right now, that would be a huge blow, because then it's not only my method for healing but my method for dispersing heat. It's a big problem. But oh wow, that was a big effect. Restore 2. We'll deal some more damage. We're generating lots of heat, but we also lost 30 heat, so that's good. I think this is cool. This is a cool game. I might want to see a bit more tactics involving like targeting robots or targeting mechs, because right now, like for me, I just want to always target the one I'm hitting. I don't think there's much reason to target anyone else, so maybe have a you know, a bit more tactics involving, you know, who you're fighting, who you're attacking. But other than that, I think that this is really cool. I think it's I mean, it's pretty, it's I don't know, it's a deck builder. Like, it definitely adds some new mechanics to the genre, and I think they're pretty welcome. They very much fit the mold. I like the aesthetic. I think the gameplay is pretty addictive as well. Okay, we can remove 20 heat. We want to do that. We want to deal some damage. Generate some armor. That also draws me some cards. I don't think I really care about assault, since it, you know, makes me take more damage. Can I take this? No, he's got 50 health, so that's not going to happen. Oh, this gives me some armor. This gives me health. Let's do that. Health and armor. So these guys have these sword cards that I don't have access yet to. This does 15%, 15 armor piercing. I assume that means that it just goes through armor, which makes sense. Let's do this, and then we'll do nano. Oh, and then we want to use this. We've just about recovered all of our health. I said just as I lost almost all of it. Can we do armor piercing? Doesn't look like it, but that should destroy him. That's good. We are kind of getting up there with heat, so I need to start throwing out some heats. There we go. Nice, just in time. This will generate some heat, but that lets us draw some more cards. There's some more health, more armor. The way you balance your mech in this game is very satisfying, I gotta say. Like, I guess the way you balance your deck, you gotta balance heat, you gotta balance how you arrange your armor, how you arrange your cards, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not necessarily super deep because you can definitely. I don't think there's many wrong choices. Maybe I'm off on that. It's still early, of course. Okay, we're gonna want to disperse some heat on the next turn. I say that, and then I get my heat cards, which is really nice. I probably wasn't super optimal on that. Definitely want to use this. We'll draw 4 cards. We'll gain 2 AP. And then I'm just going to hit them with everything. Armor piercing, that sounds good. And I mean, I guess the enemies work the same as you do in that they have different parts, and maybe they also have cards on their parts. So maybe I'd like to also see, this might be getting into a bit heavy nuance, but I wouldn't mind seeing cards that let you target specific parts, right? If I could hit their you know, arm first, you know, or if I could maybe I have a card that lets me see where their cards are dispersed, or like where their weapons are placed, and then had cards that let me deal specific damage to those parts, there would be a lot of incentive for me to want to do that. That might be exactly why that's not in the game. That's you know, that tends to be it. Like, maybe they want to keep this game pretty simple, and I don't think that that's necessarily a bad idea. Because, you know, sometimes simple is best. Makes the game pretty accessible. Anyone who's played a deck builder will likely be able to jump right into this like right away. Certainly I am. Okay, so this will be the last combat. I think that this this kind of covers most of the main mechanics, and I'm pretty confident I've sussed out most of the nuance of and depth. There's probably going to be a lot more cards that I haven't seen, and that's totally fine. But I like what I'm seeing already. I think this is really cool. Oh, I like this legendary, and it's only us. That's one other thing is I'd like to see more transparency of information of like how big are those parts. Like, I see that gun, and I'd like to see exactly how big that gun is. Like, when I grabbed this, I thought this was going to be 4 wide, and instead it's 3 wide. Very small nitpick, but I always rally in favor of transparency of information. I just think it's almost always in the benefit for the benefit of the dev and the player to make that information available. Unless there's like the very specific decision not to, it's almost always just a good idea to make information like that transparent, so there's no kind of like confusion as to what's going on. But anyway, this has been development workshop. Oh, this has been boss battle. Okay, all right, I gotta do the boss battle. I didn't know there were boss battles in the demo, that is. Oof. I was about to end there. That's never happened before. Add single use. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll recover everything basically. We'll save this for later. Remove some heat. Add some armor. So let's see how punishing boss battles are in this game. Let's see if I'm a big big bad deck building. You know, I've been doing a lot of boasting. Let's see if I can put my money where my mouth is, and win something a little bit with a bit more chops. Do 2020. We're generating some heat, but we destroyed 2 units, which is nice. Remove 40 heat. Look at that. That's nice. We don't need to recover any of our health, so I'll save that for later. We'll generate some armor. This is a good round for generating armor. Let's actually draw some more cards first. I was kind of hoping for our add AP, but we didn't get it. Instead, I'll recover some of our health and armor. Do a bit of damage. We've got a good setup right now. I'm like very confident in this deck synergy right now. We don't even need to recover our health, which is nice. Honestly, I'm gonna go all in. We don't need to do this yet. So we're fighting, I haven't even read any of these. Thormond the Hawk Chrome. I do wonder what the story for this game is going to be. Did we get our AP? No, we didn't get our AP. That's fine. We got attacks that we can do now. We're definitely generating some heat. But that's okay, because we have great heat removal cards. We should be able to play everything this round. This is a great card. I love this card. Add 10 health, 20 armor, remove 40 heat. That's just an all-around great card. Love that card. I'll generate some more armor instead of drawing more cards that I won't be able to play, basically. And we're good. Honestly, in the boss battle, I've recovered everything to full, including our armor and our health. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, heck it, we'll just like also just like remove all of our heat, recover everything at once. Why not? They're dead? How did they die? I didn't even like do anything. So we should get some like really nice stuff in this legendary box. Rare, we got an epic repair system. Single roost pre-ignited, restore 3 AP, generate 30 heat. Oof. That's a big one. This one, precognition laser, deal 35 damage, draw 2, generate 10 heat. Target all. We got some better weapons. I'd rather see some heat removal. So I guess I'll use the repair utility. Then we have a big boy box with a really nice big looking weapon and a epic large heat sink, which I'm tempted to use, but this legendary weapon is kind of calling my name. Ooh, that's a tough choice. Those are really nice heat removal. So I guess I'll take heat removal, and then if I was continuing this game, I would basically seek out some more weaponry to kind of keep up. So in this case, I mean, this is where like, you know, being a bit more optimal and like how you place things comes in. Like I'll definitely want to like disperse some of our heat sinks so that if something goes offline, then I can, you know, I'm not a sinking ship basically. I do wonder why I couldn't place that there. Maybe it's just like full or something, but I do wonder about the spare parts mechanic. It's an interesting choice. I wonder if that'll be in the final game. I don't think it's bad, but you know. Anyway, this has been Jupiter Moon's Mecha, and this is a up and coming game. I'm not sure when it comes out, but I think it's already pretty promising and pretty fun, and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far. So I will probably check this game out when it comes out in full, And you know, whether or not in early access or you know, in some form or another, I think this is a pretty cool game. But if you've enjoyed this, definitely hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.